Appreciate everyone being here this morning. We feel like we had a very good night last night. When we always talk about this, you've heard me say this before. We walk out of the facility last night at whatever time it was, 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, and then that moment of silence hits you in the car by yourself, and you have a little feeling of anxiety and what happened, but I tell you, I became very peaceful real quick, knowing that we drafted these two guys. Talked to you a little bit last night about Giannis and what we think, who he is today and what he can become. We think we have a really, really special piece here moving forward, and we're really excited about that. And to get Nate in the second round, we always say this, so pardon me for saying it, but I'm going to say it again. He's a guy that we had on the board as a first-round pick, and there was others probably in the same category. Other teams are saying the same thing about their second-round pick, but we're really excited to have Nate, to have a big guard. He's a 6'4", 6'4"?
About, yeah.
6'4". So they say 6'5". He looks more like 6'4" to me, but a 6'4" point guard. He scored at South Dakota State because his team needed him to do that. But one thing he knows is he has a great feel for the game and a great knowledge on how to play the game. I told Giannis, when we picked him up at the airport, and I told him he met Nate. They arrived similar times, close to each other. And I said, the interesting thing to me about this draft is the two guys we drafted, that what they both do best is pass. They're both excellent passers. And they always categorize people if like they talk about guys that know how to play. If you know how to catch and pass and you have a good feel for the game, that's how you describe guys like that they know how to play. And I can tell you, both these guys know how to play. They've got a great feel for the game. So it isn't interesting. You sat here, I was thinking about that this morning, looking at them standing with each other in the airport, and I looked down that baggage claim concourse, and they were standing together, and I thought, man, isn't it interesting the parallels in life from these two guys sitting here together, and now they're going to be as one. I told Nate there's probably going to be many times this season where, maybe he'll be getting ready to get on the bus or getting off the plane or walking into the arena. It'll be like, hey, Giannis, let's go. They're going to be quite a team, and they'll spend a lot of time together. But I think two great guys, and we're really excited to have both of them. I'll stop.
Questions? We have a microphone. You can identify yourself, please.
Can I just have Giannis take 1 second and maybe say hello and maybe introduce some people that are with him before we start the questions?
Okay. First of all, I want to introduce my brother, Thanasis, my agent, Joe Spanu, and Alex Haratis. And I want to thank my family for all the support they gave me all these years. My mother, my brother, my father, my coaches, my team. That was wonderful.
I just want him to make the introduction. So, sorry, go ahead, Charles.
Very good. Charles Gardner from Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel, and welcome both of you guys to Milwaukee. And I guess my first question for Giannis, just take us through what you expected in the draft, and was this like anything you expected? Did you expect to go this high? And also, what you're hoping to accomplish as a rookie in the NBA?
We work very hard to get into the draft. My agent worked really hard. We do a lot of job. A lot of scouts coming in Greece. Plenty of training and stress a little bit. But now, I'm very excited to get drafted at number 15 of the first round. And I will give 100% for the team. And when the coach called me to play, I will give everything in the court.
Giannis, Dennis Krause from Time Warner Cable Sports Channel. What will be the more intimidating challenge, the basketball part or the cultural part?
In the beginning, it would be the culture, for sure, because I live in Greece for 18 years. You know, I never leave the country. It'll be a little bit difficult, but I will have my family together with me, and it'll be easy.
Doug Russell with WTMJ Radio. Welcome to both of you. Giannis, a question for you about Greece. How popular is the NBA in Greece? What do you know about this league, and how much of the NBA did you watch?
NBA, I think, in all the parts of the world is popular, you know. In Greece, it's too much popular, you know. And a lot of people watch, you know, TV, Greece, it's a channel. And that.
Yeah, it's good.
Giannis, Lance Allen from WTMJ. In this day and age, most people have seen maybe a tiny bit of you, but you're still a little bit of a great unknown. Maybe people have just seen some YouTube clips or whatever.
Yeah.
What do you bring to the table? And I understand you did play some point guard, so are you that skilled at handling the ball and doing what you do?
Yeah, I can play in the position, the point guard position. But I can handle the ball, you know, pretty well. But the thing that make me special in the game is what I'm unselfish point guard. You know, pass the ball to my teammates, and when the team need to score, I'm there to score. You know?
I'm going to have the coach comment on his ability to play the point guard too. So we got some clarity, but everything is good. Go ahead.
Well, I
Coach.
think from a point guard standpoint, I think in watching Jonas play, I think you would probably classify him more as a point forward, with his size, his ability to take the ball off the glass and move in the open floor. I was very shocked in watching his games and just how well he moved with the basketball in his hand. And just to comment on you know, his ability to pass the ball, he's a terrific passer. He's a very unselfish passer, which makes him very unique. I got a chance to watch quite a bit of him after hearing so much about him, and you know, a guy that size, a guy who handles the ball that well, he has the ability to play on the top of the floor. He has the ability to run a fast break because he's a terrific passer. You know, he makes plays. He makes his teammates better, and he's you know, when you find that combination of having the ability to maneuver in the open floor and to make the right plays, you know, it's a very unique talent. I think, you know, both of these gentlemen sitting up here are two guys that are really going to help our ball club. I heard a lot about Nate as well. I watched a lot of his games as well, and just seeing how unselfish he is and how hard he plays and how he, you know, these are two type guys that teammates enjoy playing with, and that's something that you know, we talk about building a culture around here. We talk about establishing a brand around here. You know, we're going to be a very, very unselfish ball club, and these two gentlemen sitting at this table are really going to enhance what we're going to be about.
Nate, what about you? Were you surprised to fall down where you did when all the trades and moves and everything else? Or what was that like for you last night?
Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty wide open draft, I think. So I think my range was pretty wide, and I really didn't know what to expect. But in those crazy couple of minutes, I didn't really know where I was going. But I'm sure glad it was the Milwaukee Bucks, and I think it's a great fit, and I'm really looking forward to helping them out.
And I forgot to introduce myself. For Drew Wagner, AP. I have a coach for Larry, too. What do you feel like you need to work with these guys over the summer the most before you can start getting ready for camp and things like that?
Well, first of all, both guys are moving to the next level, and the next level is it's a transition period. They've got a lot to learn about the NBA lifestyle. Jonas has to get stronger. He has to get adjusted you know, being over here, as he mentioned, he's been in Greece for 18 years. This is a big change for an 18-year-old kid. You know, we were talking last night, John and I, and trying to imagine. I mean, I have a 19-year-old son who, if he, you know, had to leave the States and go and play in Europe, you know, I know just from a parent standpoint how much that would weigh on me as a dad. So, you know, coming here is going to be a big adjustment. You know, the basketball part, you know, we're going to do all the things necessary to give both guys an opportunity to become better basketball players, and both guys are tremendous workers. So we'll take the time and we'll do all the things necessary to make sure that we do the things that allow these guys to be in the best possible position to succeed. Their talents are you know, the talent is there. You know, it's just adjusting to the NBA lifestyle. It's adjusting to the NBA game. And as I said, we will do everything necessary to make sure we try to put these gentlemen in the best possible position to be successful.
I think we mentioned it last night, too. I believe we did, but if not, when we talk about summer development, that Giannis will not play summer league with us. He has responsibilities with the Greek national team. So if that wasn't mentioned.
That was going to be my question. And John, can you address that? I mean, would you, obviously you'd like to have him in summer league. I take it to start getting to work with him some more. But this is something you knew, or how do you see this, I guess?
Yeah, we knew that going in, and it's something that happens. Look, when you're dealing with international players I think of this magnitude, especially I think what his importance, especially moving forward with the Greek national team, we knew this, and of course, you know, it'd be nice if he were here, but it's not like he's not going to be sitting around doing nothing. He's going to be developing his game, getting better, playing with very good players, and his game will continue to grow this summer. So he'll be here as soon as he can.
Nate will be, though, in summer.
That's correct. Nate will play with us.